It's been a second since I've done any pre-recorded videos. Honestly, I don't feel like I'm that great at them, and I hate talking for like this amount of time when I'm literally talking to nobody but myself. Um, so we're gonna make this as quick but also as fun as possible. So the book club book we had chosen for the month really was not that good. Me and at least one other person were like, this is like the main female character was weird, the main male character was weird. Nothing was really good about it. So I was like, okay, well, I need to read something. I got to fix my sleeping habits and my scrolling habits at night. So I was like, let's just go get some books because I have a job and I have money. So let's do it. And before I dive into the deliciousness of all of these smut books, I would really appreciate it if you could give a like, a comment, or subscribe. I appreciate anything that you can give me that's positive. Okay, so first book, I'm not gonna lie, I literally sped through this book in like 3 days. It was so good, and it's a continuation of a series by Jasmine Moss that I started. So the first book, which I already read like a couple months ago, was Psycho Shifters by Jasmine Moss, and it's in this world that has different realms with like beast realms, shifter realms, fairy realm, that type of thing. And our main female character, she is what many would consider human until she turns out that she's not. A random guy picks her up from her abusive situation and tests for blood in the lake that's supposed to tell somebody whether they're an alpha, a beta, an omega, or a human. And does the thing. Then he randomly takes her and plops her off at a war front where our three alphas, hot alphas, who are all different types of everything, are there and immediately dislike her, except one of them, but pretty much immediately dislike her. From there, we learn that they all have traumatic pasts for one reason or another. And then at the end, I don't want to spoil it, but at the end, one of the alphas does betray all of them. And so, like, trust is gone. It's all gone. They all get kidnapped by the fairy queen. It's a whole thing. Okay, so that's number one. So I got number two, and it was so good. It was so good. Oh my God. I can't, I like genuinely can't. I literally finished this book and I had like that moment of heartbreak that you get when you realize you cannot reread a book for the first time ever again. And that's what happened in Psycho Fae. So we open up in the fairy realm where everybody is still kidnapped. One of the Alphas, Cobra, has a really bad history in this realm. He was sexually assaulted and abused, and the fairies don't understand that. They think that it was fun to abuse him and see him as a celebrity and a sex figure instead of an actual like being that has his own thoughts and feelings and rights. So that's unfortunate. And then Sadie, who's the main female character, she is also kidnapped, and all of her scars are revealed, and so that creates some stuff for her too. But she's somebody who is kind of like throws off with dark humor. That's her entire personality is made up of dark humor and like kidding about dying and that type of thing, which is totally my thing. But so they are in they are in the fairy realm. The outfit that betrayed them is now realizing that he got kind of screwed over because it's supposed to be a simple deal. The fairy realm was supposed to act as like a pass-through territory, but the queen is actually just royal and evil and just annoying, and she's the villain, she's the problem. So a lot of happens in this book, but it is so good. We go. The second book I got was Bride by Ali Hazelwood. So I actually read these books out of order, I'm not gonna lie. I read the second book in this series called Mate, and that book focuses on a character who's half human and half wolf. And this book comes before that. You can read them individually. I will say that. I was a little lost though, so I wouldn't recommend it because now I'm going to read the first one. And this one's about a vampire woman who ends up having to have a forced alliance marriage with a werewolf because of the whatevers. I have not read this yet. I'm super excited to read it. The first time I ever picked this book up in a Barnes and Noble, I literally read this time. I was like, no, I'm not reading this. And then I picked up Meat and I read that one, and I was like, okay, this is actually good. So I'm gonna try to give Bride a fair shake because if Meat was good and that's the second one, I'm really hoping that Bride is going to be good. When I love Ali Hazelwood. I've read Problematic Summer Romance, Not in Love, and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. And all of her characters always have depth, and I love the way she writes her books because they're all a little different. Like sometimes you'll get the male point of view, but it's like in third person. Sometimes you won't get the male point of view, or you'll get it through the past. Like the way she writes books is just very kind of poetic, and I know that sounds stupid and just kind of like duh at the same time, but I'm really looking forward to reading this book, and it's going to be my read tonight. So I will keep you all updated on how that goes. Okay, last but not least, and one of my followers on Instagram should be very, very proud of me because this book has been recommended to me by her so many times, and I finally got it. I saw it on Barnes& Noble and I picked it up, and that is King of Wrath by Ana Huang. I'm sorry, I need to figure out how to pronounce her name correctly. And I literally don't know much about this book other than the fact that it's got, I think Dante, yes, Dante Russo, and I hear a lot about him online, how hot he is, and all the things. What I've gathered so far from the summary is that this is going to be a forced marriage. There's blackmail involved. He's going to be a little possessive, a little obsessive. I think there might be mafia ties as well. Maybe. Well, I know he's a billionaire. That's I'm just like looking at something. That's all I know. But a lot of people have recommended this book to me, and I have read the Twisted series by Anna here, and they were really good. I really enjoyed them. The only one that I did not enjoy as much was Twisted Hate, but I'm not. That was a weird one. Just because the characters I felt like lacked a little maturity. But Twisted Love and Twisted Lies, the first book and the last book in that series, were so good. So I'm really, really hoping that this book is going to be just as good as them, and we'll see. I put this one down last because I'm not sure how much I'm going to enjoy it. I don't know. We're not sure about it. We're gonna hope and pray that I do. But sometimes I am a little weird with my books. I mean, I think everybody's a little weird with their books, so you know. But anyway, I'm looking forward to reading it. All right, well, that concludes my book haul for this month. I'm so excited. This is the first one I've done. I read this one. I still have these two books to read, and I'm actually genuinely can't wait because the last couple books I've read have been like absolute trash, respectfully to the author and to everybody who liked those books. I just didn't. So I look forward to reading all of these. And if you have any book recs for me, I really want to know. I'm always curious about what you guys are reading and what you guys think I should read. So, if you have any book recs, please feel free to comment them. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. And don't forget, I do lives every Thursday morning at 5 a.m. So I will see you then. Mwah.